last 3 years, I have filmed all of my tool review videos on my iPhone. And I get asked all the time, what kind of gear do you use? Well, if you're looking at getting into content creation today, we're going to take a closer look at what I started with, what I use now, and how relatively inexpensive most of it really is. Hey guys, Toolman Tim here. Welcome back to the workshop where we create community, find freedom, promote preparedness, and share success. Back with another tool review, gear review for you. We're going to dive right in. First off, you might be wondering, Tim, where the hell are you standing? Well, I'm in the process of insulating and putting up chipboard inside my garage. 3 walls are done. The studio is coming back. This is the same space, just doesn't look the same right now. So, I had a request on a podcast not too long ago. Tim, what do you use for gear? So let's dive in and I'll show you. So the very first thing I bought when I got started, well, I used to just have my phone leaning up against a wall. Right now I have it leaning up against a snowblower so that I can show you this. This is the ubeesize, I'm not sure what kind of name that is, tripod selfie stick. This thing folds all the way down. Well, I'll show you first. It works great. It's got an adjustable that holds your phone like that. And you can adjust it so that you can also flip it to its side and do vertical filming with it as well. And it's completely adjustable. I paid $13.99 for it, so it's not expensive. And this is almost 3 years old. This is the first tripod I bought. It's gone across the country, across the continent with me a couple of times now without any issues. And there it is. That's how small it gets. It fits into my suitcase. You can actually fold it down just a little bit more if you really want to get creative. But that's it. All you need is something to hold your phone steady, and then you can walk around and talk like this as well. But honestly, 99% of the time it just sits right out where you're seeing me right now, holds my phone, and just acts like another set of hands. I love it. For 14 bucks, if you got to buy something, start there. Then the next thing is sound. So first off, your picture's got to be steady. And then if someone can't hear you, you're going to have a problem. So I tried a ton of stuff. I'm not going to go into what didn't work for me. If you want to know, throw it in the comments. I'll do another video on what didn't work. So the next one is the one I'm wearing right here. I'm going to try to take this off and show you guys what it looks like. It's the fifine, I know it always sounds like I'm stuttering, fifine wireless lapel mic, $49.99. It comes with a receiver that plugs into the phone. You need to buy yourself an adapter. Now that I have an iPhone, you have to buy a lightning adapter, and don't cheap out. Buy it from Apple because they always mess up. And then you have your microphone set up right here. And that's all there is to it. I have taken this, again, across the continent with me a couple of times. I will actually, in a pinch, sit down and interview somebody and just hold a lapel mic between the two of us. It's a great cordless mic that allows me to interview on location. It's not expensive. It was the thing I ended up settling on. It was quite a bit cheaper when I bought it 3 years ago, but even at $49.99, it's not bad. All the links to all this stuff will be in the description below. But like I said, guys, when I started, I just started with the absolute, the very first few videos was an iPhone leaning up against a wall and me sitting here mumbling like this. So don't let thinking you need stuff stop you from making content. Get out there, start making content, and then see what you need as you go along. So the next one is something I don't use anymore. I went to look for it, so I'll put a picture up here because I can't find it. It's the Uhuru Condenser USB mic. I bought that before I even started podcasting. It's $35. It was not expensive at the time. I bought it because I felt like if I bought it, I would eventually start podcasting. It's not the advice I give other people, but that's what I got. I ended up using it for almost 1.5 years for my live streams, and it served me incredibly well. I was happy with it up until just recently when I finally upgraded. This is the Blue Yeti condenser mic. It's $109. This thing is great. It's got volume on the front, gain on the back, and a bunch of different patterns, which you don't need to worry about. It's got a mute button that lights up when you touch it. But I love this thing. This has improved my audio quality 2 or 3 times over. Just over $100. It's built like a brick shithouse, and it looks kind of cool too. But I've been very, very, very happy with the audio that's come out of this so far. You guys are going to start to notice a pattern here. Almost everything is the least expensive overseas import that I could find on Amazon. This one is the ziqian. I don't even know. I'll put the link down bottom. This was $21.91 on Amazon. It's a 1080p. So just to show you, you don't need expensive gear to start making content. This is what I use. I have two of them now because I have two cameras set up when I'm live streaming. 22 bucks for a really good. I'm happy. People say all the time how much they love my live stream setup. So this is part one. The Blue Yeti's part two. And then the third piece is this right here. This is what I found. This is a black 6x9 photography backdrop. This is what goes behind me when I live stream. I just have it on a sliding curtain rod track, and I slide it across, and it gives me that disembodied head look that everybody seems to like. But no, it gives it a really, really sharp, clean look without anything floating around behind me, and I've been very happy with it so far. $22.99 for this. I actually have two of them. This is the one I don't use as much. It's a little more on the shiny side. I like the real matte black. I also picked up a green screen one a while back. Haven't used it in a couple of years, but it was fun to experiment with. And finally, I started thinking, hey, when I'm shooting out here, it gets a little bit dark. So what I do is I turn, it's gonna sound counterintuitive, but I turn all the lights off in here, and then I use two of these. These are the Mount Dog 950 watt equivalent. So it gets kind of dark in here, and this is going to sound kind of counterintuitive, but when I'm getting ready to shoot now, I turn all the lights off and I use this 2-pack of Mount Dog light boxes. They're 950 watt equivalent. They're the twisty fluorescent light bulbs. I'm going to turn it on for you. Warning for your eyes. It doesn't look, there you go. I have two of them kind of up and pointing back toward me when I'm shooting. They were great, $69.99 for a 2-pack. One thing I didn't like, I should have spent the extra 20 or 30 bucks and got the LED. The problem with this is two things. The tripods suck. Every time I bump them, they fall over, and I've broken a couple of bulbs so far. They do come with an extra bulb per package, which is good. But if you're looking to fill in or do some supplemental lighting, these are the way to go. My buddy Joseph Millis from Millis Contracting, or Millis Construction, sorry. He's the one who recommended these for me, and they've worked really, really well. So I hope this look at my content creation hardware has maybe inspired you. But the thing I want you to get from this, and you've probably heard me say it a couple of times already, is don't let not having something get in your way of making content. The thing is, you have something to say. People want to hear it. When you first get started, don't spend the money on all the gear. Just learn how to make content. Learn how to make do with what you have. Almost everybody has an iPhone, and I shoot everything as far as my tour views on my iPhone, and my live streams are downstairs on the PC. And the only thing I use, I have one other item that I use, is Audacity. It's Windows software. It's free. I might do a tutorial on how I clean up my audio, but it takes me about 5 minutes to clean up my audio, especially when I'm recording. If you guys ever follow me, I do some of the ramblings from the road recordings when I'm driving for work, and I record a podcast. That needs to be cleaned up quite a bit. Audacity helps with that. But like I said, don't let it get in your way, guys. Just get out there, start making content, and then, hey, once you make your first $15 from Amazon affiliate sales, then go buy yourself. Treat yourself and buy yourself a nice tripod or whatever it takes. But don't go spending a bunch of stuff before you know that you can commit to the grind of making content. And then start making content, and then start getting better at making content, and then start buying yourself some gear. So guys, I hope that helps. Links for everything, if you want to check them out, will be in the description below. Hit the subscribe button, stick around. I always appreciate you. And if you want to become part of the workshop community, two ways. Join the Telegram group. Come by, share your knowledge, share your information, ask questions, whatever it is. And if you want to support what I do, check out the Patch of the Month Club. I put out a 2x3 embroidered Velcro patch every single month. The first one was been prepping since Y2K. Got one built like a brick shit house, all kinds of funny stuff. You get them every single month, $10 a month, $100 a year, and they're shipped right to your dooryard. So patchofthemonth.co is where you go to check that out. And that's it for me, guys, this week. As always, stay happy, stay healthy, and have a great week.